To create a tornado chart, we need to prepare 3 data columns in the worksheet. The first column is for series name, whereas the second column and the third column contain values for each category or comparison. Well, let's get down to the work and start with the first step now. To build a tornado chart, all data in the second column must be negative. Here, we will need to create a new data table and convert the dataset in the second column to negative. At this time, let's select the entire correct data table and press Ctrl C to copy, and then press Ctrl V to paste it below. Next, let's clear all data in the US column. After that, we will add new data to it. So now, in the first cell of the US column, just type equal sign, put -1, then multiply it by the first cell value of the old column, and press Enter. Now to fill the data for the next cells, just drag down the fill handle until the last cell of the column. Now the new data table has been created, so we can input this data for the chart. To input the dataset, just select all cell ranges containing data you want to plot in the worksheet. And to insert the tornado chart, let's click the Insert tab in the ribbon panel. Then go to the Insert column or bar chart and choose 2D stack bar. At this time, you can place the chart anywhere you want and then resize it as you need. Next, to format the horizontal axis, let's right-click on the axis and select Format Axis. Under the axis option on the right, point to the minimum box, then input the minimum value for it. And then go to the maximum box and input the same number but in positive value. And to format the vertical axis, just right-click on it, then select Format Axis from the pop-up list. In the dialog box on the right, let's scroll down, then click Labels. Thereafter, go to the distance from axis and put the distance value in the box provided. Next, go to the label position and select Low. Now the axis labels are moved to the left-hand side of the chart. Since the width of bars is too small, we can change its size by just right-clicking on these bars and then select Format Data Series. In the dialog box on the right, another 3 options, go to the gap width box, then decrease the percentage value. Here I put 25%, and you can see the bar widths are larger. In the next step, we will add new color for the chart. If you want to change the bar's color for any side, for example a left side, simply right-click on them and then click the Save Fill button. Thereafter, choose any color you want to use. For the left side bars, I choose blue color. If you want to adjust our color brightness, now let's click on the Save Fill button again, then click More Fill Colors. In the color dialog box, go to the Custom tab and change the color brightness you want, then click OK. For the right side bars, we follow the same steps, but for this side, I use orange color for them. For another step, we will need to add the data labels to show exact value in each bar. Now let's get started with the right side bar first. At this time, let's click on the rectangle bars, then click on the Chart Elements button. In the drop-down list, select data labels, and then let's click on this arrow sign. Thereafter, select More options from the list. Now in the Format Data Labels dialog box, another label options, uncheck the box for Show Leader Lines if you want to hide the leader lines from the chart. Now you can place the data labels anywhere as you see fit. Here put the labels at the end side of each bar. This can be done by dragging them one by one. When it's all finished, let's continue to the left bars. So now let's click on the left side bars, then go to the chart elements again. Thereafter, let's select data labels and click Display Arrow sign. From the drop-down list, select More options. Now under the label option in the dialog box, check the box for value from cells. When the data label range pop-up box opens, and in the Select Data Label Range field, let's select all cell ranges in the second column with positive values, and then click OK. Now let's back to the dialog box, then uncheck the box for value, and show leader lines. At this time, we can change the position of the labels by dragging them one by one. Here just put the labels to the left-hand side of the bars. For another step, we will need to clean up the chart. Since the chart has data labels, it is not necessary to keep the horizontal axis. So now let's remove it from the plot. And we also need to delete grid lines to make the chart look cleaner. For the chart legend, if you want to change its position, simply right-click on it and then select Format Legend. Now under the legend option on the right, select Top to display it at the top of the graph. At this time, if you want to increase the size of the legend, just go to the Home tab in the ribbon panel. Then adjust the font size as you see fit. To show readers what the chart is telling about, we need to add a chart title. To add a title for the chart, just type the title you want to use in the text box about the graph. The title should be brief and meaningful. If you want to change its font size, now go to the Home tab, then point to the font group and adjust the font size as you need. If you think the design is enough for you, you can stop here. But if you want to make it more attractive, you can decorate it by adding graphics or useful images to the plot. Here we'll put 2 graphics for the chart to improve its visual appeal. For the left side bars that are representing the United States, I will add an image of eagle. For the right side bars that are representing China, I will add an image of dragon. Now let's begin with the left side bars. To insert a graphic, go to the Insert tab in the ribbon panel, then click the Online Pictures button. When the Online Pictures dialog box opens, type a keyword named eagle in the Bing search box, then hit Enter. As you can see, there are many graphics appear on the result page. But if you want to use clip art, so here let's click on the filter icon button and select the clip art option from the drop-down list. At this time, just scroll down to search for any image or graphic you like. Thereafter, let's select the image you want to use and then click Insert. When the graphic is uploaded into the worksheet, now you can resize it by clicking on the sizing handle to the size you need. We should remove this license caption from the graphic. Now let's resize it again and then put the image anywhere you want. And here, I place it on the lower left side of the bars. If you want to change the color of the graphic, just go to the Format tab in the ribbon panel, then click the color button. In the drop-down list, go to the Recolor option, then pick the color you want to use. Within this color option, you can change a color tone, and you can also adjust a color saturation. For the right side bars, we follow the same steps. In the Bing search box, just type a keyword named dragon, and then hit Enter. To find the clip art image, let's click on the Filter button again. Thereafter, select the clip art option from the list. Next, let's find the image you want to use from the search result page. When your satisfied image is found, select it and click Insert. At this time, you can change the size of graphic as you need. And let's place it at the lower right side of the bars. Here put it opposite the image of eagle. Thereafter, you can change its color. So now from the Format tab in the ribbon panel, click on the color button and then select any color variation under the recolor option you want. After that, let's go to the color button again, then select a new color tone, and you can also choose a new color saturation as you need. To prevent images from moving, we need to group them by not just hold down a Shift key, then select all graphics that you want to lock, and also click the chart area. After that, just right-click, and then navigate to Group, and select Group from the pop-up list. Now we have a tornado chart on the worksheet just like this. That's all for today. However, please feel free to customize it at your convenience. I hope you enjoy the lesson and learn new skills from it. Thank you.